Hey everybody, welcome to SpiritFilledUSA. We're down here in the bourbon basement in beautiful West Virginia. Zach, tell the good folks about the bottles on the table.
Well, we're revisiting Pursuit United because they put out a couple new special bottles, Sakura Bloom and the Alpha Barrel Single Barrel.
Let's get into it.
All right, y'all, welcome back to the Bourbon Podcast. That's not a podcast.
Nada.
In any way, shape, or form. But we are getting into a couple really special bottles today. We've been taking advantage of PClub, and these are some of the latest from Pursuit United. If you do not know about them, you should. Where you been? Because they are a bourbon nerd's dream. We are getting into... First, we want to do Sakura Bloom. We've got this bottle on the table.
Sure.
So this is like a quintessential spring offering. They're honoring the cherry blossoms, which are very a big deal in Japan, right? And this is their regular blend that is finished off in Japanese cherry blossom barrels. I'm assuming that is Japanese cherry wood that is used to make the barrels.
Makes sense.
But the language on here is somewhat confusing. I assume the barrels aren't made of cherry blossoms because that would not hold bourbon very
Not
well
sure
at
the
all.
science on that one, yeah.
Not sure how that works.
Paper mache,
Must have
some
starched the
flowers
hell out of
together,
those
maybe.
cherry blossoms. Anyway. So we'll get into that first, but then we're going to soon get to a special one-off release called the Alpha Barrel, and I'll tell you more about that. This is a nerd out bottle, but let's do Sakura Bloom first. Are you ready for that?
Sounds good.
Yes. Anyone want to wax lyrical about Pursuit United and what they've been up to?
I mean, what haven't they been up to is the better question. I feel like they're into a lot of things. Yeah, so they have a terrific podcast, of course.
Yep.
Ken and Ryan.
Kenny and Ryan.
Kenny and
Shout
Ryan,
out.
the Bourbon Pursuit podcast.
It is so much fun to follow along with them.
It is.
And all the exploits and their guests, including Fred, that guy named Fred, that
Yeah.
people have heard of.
Old Fred. Good old Fred.
He's usually on their podcast.
God, where's like the ascot?
Yeah.
What I like about them is though, like the I feel like I get a little window into the bourbon community and what's going on, keeping up with them. So very much appreciate what they're doing.
Certainly. One of the things that I like about the bottles that they've been putting out is their transparency they generally have. They list out where they source their stuff from. They name it when they can. They give you the mash bills. I really like that. They use Sagamore a good bit for their rye sourcing. I love Sagamore stuff. We're pretty close to the Baltimore area here in Morgantown. Not terribly close, but within driving distance. So,
You know, I sometimes think of I'm sorry, I'm going back to the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
I think of them as like the NPR of bourbon.
that's a great.
Like
that's
they
a
try
great
to be
analogy.
straight down the line and try and get the word out on different stories as they develop their.
They try not to be too harsh on the legacy
Yeah.
distilleries.
It's a really fun line that they walk. So I really do appreciate it. And they're so deep in that community. It's fun to have a window. But I'm very excited about this particular expression. It's been getting a ton of hype.
Yeah, we've seen quite a bit. They had a pretty limited run to it. What was it, like 1,000?
Yeah, it
bottles
wasn't a
or so?
crazy amount. So this gets released to their PClub, which is their DTC program, direct to consumer, which a lot of these, medium size and smaller size NDPs and distilleries are starting to do that a lot more, and I'm a big fan of that. It's a great way to support them directly. I'm happy to contribute a little bit less to distributors.
And it's not that much, right? It's like a quarterly or subscription or something along
Quarterly.
those lines.
Yeah, quarterly.
Go to Bottles Quarterly, and they're coming up with new stuff. I feel like maybe that gives them the impetus to keep experimenting, coming up with new things, which I applaud them. It's very good.
What were some of the most recent, the Ophelia?
Blended
rye,
Ophelia, yeah.
Yep.
Little spin on Taylor Swift.
Finished rye version.
that
They
one
had a
was fun.
cognac rye last year, right? They had a Mizunara.
That was maybe
Oh, the Mizunara was great.
earlier
Mizunara
this
was
year,
great.
last year.
Yeah, this was last year. I think last year's summer.
Okay,
blend.
so this is their first quarterly
First
release,
2026.
2026.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, let's taste it.
Very floral on the nose, I'll say.
Floral. I was
Sure
getting
is.
floral, some vanilla, icing,
Okay.
maybe some cherry.
That's appropriate. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta
I feel like that's got to be in there somewhere, right?
be. It's like buttery on the nose to me.
Oh, yeah.
Like a sweet cream butter. and that little bit of fruit.
Oh,
This is working.
That's
This is
pleasant.
working.
That's pleasant.
I
Yeah.
mean,
That
that is your summer drink right there.
Yeah.
it's kind of cherry. It's kind of strawberry.
Okay. I can see that. Like,
It's kind of like got that tart fruit. No, I know cherries can be tart too, but almost like a strawberry, maybe maybe more a raspberry. Like sometimes those raspberries are like tart and dry a little bit.
sure.
The red raspberries.
Well, each of those things, like, they can be tart, but in varying methods of acidity, I want to say. Like, the acidity of a strawberry is going to be different than a tart cherry or raspberry. But, like, kind of in the same realm a little bit.
It's
So,
got such a nice sweet profile and almost like a little roasted nuttiness.
okay.
Like almost like an actual hazelnut kind of a note in there to
It
back
just
it up.
It hits
nice.
hits a lot of the right notes that you want. I mean, it's floral. It's got that sort of vanilla, butter, creamy icing.
Yeah.
I
a little
mean,
cupcakey.
It's got a little oakiness to it, not much, and then it's just got that fruitness to it. I mean, this is nice.
I'm trying not to say shortcake, but like that keeps entering my brain as we're talking about the fruit, like with the
Sure.
vanilla cakiness to it.
Like,
So-
carrying this discussion
Shortcake
a little
is
bit
my-
further, like, I think one of the things that I like about this is not only is it just a big sweet bomb up front, but it really rounds out in the back end to kind of be a little bit, it's both delicate in the front and then robust in the back. Like, you get the spices, you get a little bit of the burn, you get some of the more, like, heavier notes that show up in the back end for me. So it's well balanced. But yeah, this is definitely a bright, I don't want to say, well, I'll say summery. I was going to say just delicate, but it's so fun how it's both delicate and robust at the same time.
Yeah. It's hitting a lot of the different areas of your taste buds in your
Mm-hmm.
mouth for me. Like that's what's standing out.
Same.
Like the sweet, the kind of vanilla-y, the carameliness. There's just a little bit of a touch of like the cinnamon kind of thing going on.
It's almost like a cinnamon sugar.
Nice
Like,
sweet oak at the end, yeah. But it's hitting in a lot of different places. With that little bit of tartness in there, I feel like that adds to it. Like that's probably what's rounding that out.
Never
Yeah.
would have guessed. Never
Nice.
would have guessed it's 114.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
can
look,
lose sight. This is very crushable.
low hundreds. Like
with the
101,
release
yeah.
that was so limited, it makes me a little bit sad because like it'll be really easy to drink through this bottle, but I want to stretch it out for a long time. It's very, very good.
yeah, kudos Pursuit. You guys are doing some good stuff.
All right, let's get holy with this. Let's give it some communion scores. It is a little heavenly, so I think this is going to fare well. What do we want to give this, gentlemen?
Beautiful nose.
Beautiful nose.
How about
Beautiful.
nose? Oh,
It's a bouquet,
At least a 4.
is.
At least a 4.
at least.
yeah, that's easily a 4. Man, it is a bouquet. It's like you just walked into a florist, not a funeral parlor. But they can have a similar smell as someone who does a lot of funerals.
A lot of
We
Marys and
digress.
Marys.
This is where my head goes because of my line of work.
Yeah, that's fair.
Your turn.
That's fair.
I'm gonna pass. Gonna pass this mic.
All right, so here we have the nose on this Sakura. Like we said, it's super floral. It's a bouquet. You get a lot of the cherry blossom here with this, I think, but like there's still some underlying, whiskey here as well. You get some of the oak, maybe a little bit of like, it's like almost touching into leather for me, but I think it's just the char on the wood that I get from that.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of the proof coming through on the nose.
We didn't talk about what was in this, so I'm curious of the ingredients
It's
here.
their normal blend.
It's the normal
that they have
blend. That's
finished.
right. That's
Yeah.
right. So
With that
Bardstown
Japanese
Distilling
cherry.
Partner and Finger Lakes. Gotcha.
Yep.
2 ryes and a wheated.
Did you score it? Did I miss it?
Oh, I said at least 4. I agreed with Ryan. I'm going to stick with a solid 4 on this one on the nose. This is super, super, super good.
Nice. How about palate?
Palate, 4.5.
I knew you were going for a 4.5.
4.5. It's nice. It's nice.
It's very nice.
Shanks, move over. Got a new summer drinker.
I don't know. Okay, yeah, I get. Although last year's Shanks had French oak, it wasn't as summery.
That's
It
true.
didn't have all the citrus peel notes as usual. Okay, we digress. But yeah, there are very few bourbons that make me think this would be really nice to have during the summer. That's one of them. That's one of them. I'm 4. I'm gonna stick with a 4 because I wish it had a little more of like the dark sweet flavors. It's got a lot of the the fruit, the confectionery kind of baking notes, all that kind of stuff. I wish there was a little bit more dark flavor. That's my palate. So
That's fair.
that's my only critique.
That's fair. I feel like you guys both make great points. I feel like I'm going to maybe side a little bit more with Zach on this one. It's astounding. It covers so many different flavors. Like I said, it's both delicate and robust to me, but it does lean a little bit more towards that delicate side. Towards the sweet notes, the brighter notes, the lighter notes. Great for warm weather, that kind of thing, if you're not looking for like a heavier, deeper note thing. But I also tend to favor those kinds of flavors. So
On the finish, we'll come back down to reality, and I'm can't give quarter scores, so I'll give it a 4.
4 on the finish for you?
4 on the finish. I was going to say 3.75 if we did do that, but since we don't, 4.
Sure.
I give it a 3.5 on the finish. It's very good. It has a gentle linger.
Yeah.
It has a gentle linger, which is nice.
That's a good way to put that. I think I would stick with the 3.5. It's the weak point for the bottle if you want to say that it has one, but this is still an astoundingly good bottle. The finish doesn't linger super long, but it kind of, I don't know, it leans back into its delicate nature, I think, with that.
So overall, all things considered, solid 4.
What's the price on this again? It was
89?
89,
Wow.
I think. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
Thanks,
80 or
so-
90 bucks. I am very comfortable with a 4 with this. A very enthusiastic, emphatic 4.
Agreed.
Because it's very unique, and I'm so glad that they're doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
And messing and experimenting with stuff like this. This is like
It's
highlights that we're in a little bit of a drinker's golden age in bourbon to have stuff like this that we can get our hands on.
I
Yeah.
hope they do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they make me so excited to see what's next, you know? And they do a good job of keeping it kind of under wraps.
sure. Yeah, you know, it's kind of hard to know what they
I
have
appreciate
coming.
what they're up to.
No, I mean, one of my favorite things about this is just how well done it is. It's not just, okay, here's whiskey with Sakura blooms on top of it. It's just really well balanced. This is just super well put together.
I can't imagine the experimentation that went into
Yeah.
developing and getting it to be a final product with a big enough batch that it was runnable. That's what I appreciate about this, is the story that I don't know behind it.
The science behind
I hope
it.
they tell a little bit more of the story.
Yeah.
Kenny and Ryan, let us know. We're here for all of the gory details.
Yeah, please. You guys are alchemists. Tell
Yeah.
us your secrets.
Easily a 4. I wish we'd have ordered like 3 or 4 more bottles of this from PClub, but say lovey. All right, partners, we're done with the Sakura Bloom blend. Now we're going to get into the Alpha Barrel, aptly named. I feel like you need to go dun dun. I don't watch any superhero movies, but maybe there needs to be like a superhero intro. Help me out on this. I don't know.
I can't help it. I don't
even know the difference
dip my
between
toes
DC
in those
and
waters.
I don't even know the difference
All I
between
know
DC
is
and Marvel.
Batman is DC, Spider-Man is Marvel.
There you go.
That's about all
Those
I
are the
know.
core ones to remember.
Avengers, Marvel.
You beat me.
Avengers.
Okay, so there's a whole narrative, a whole story behind this bottle, which is what we want. That's what we're here for.
Okay.
Yep.
So this is the Alpha Barrel. It is a single barrel, and I think it was a bit of a short barrel. They didn't have a ton. It was around 100 bottles or something like that.
Zach, tell the good folks what the proof on this baby is.
So this is the only like single barrel of their own blend that I am aware of. Okay? And this is an R&D special. Okay? This is their normal blend of the Bardstown and the Tennessee Distillery and the Finger Lakes Distilling. So it's their normal stuff, but it went in at a little lower entry proof originally back in the day, like 102, something like that.
I think that's what you had said. Yeah.
Then they aged it like normal. It went up to 118, I think it was when I read this. And then they were like, let's put it in another barrel. And they put it in a special spot where they're aging stuff in their warehouse. And let's let it go and see what happens with it. And so they let it go for another couple years. And it went from 18 to 132.4 proof.
Wow.
Wow.
So it's gone from 102 to 132 over its life. But especially those last couple years, it aged like crazy. It's got a lovely color on this thing.
Super dark.
But man, this is like a true one-off. So it is a straight out the barrel proof offering. They do not normally release stuff like this of their own blend. They've released other single barrels that they've sourced and been open about where they could source it from where they can, but not like their own blend like this. So this is a very unique try here, and it is a one-off. So
This is it.
this is it.
This is it.
This is it. Sorry,
If you don't
can't get it.
too
If
bad.
you didn't get it, it's gone. They released it to PClub members, and I think they listed a couple. They sold a couple from their Louisville location, from the Pursuit Tasting Room, and that's it. So
The rate of rise on that though, from the barrels, especially the second the second barrel, that is wild.
To be a barrel in that location, I mean,
I'm sure they're gonna age some more of them there, but like, man,
The Angels were feasting around that barrel, eh?
yes, this is an angel's watering hole, so to speak.
right off the bat, you don't get 130 plus on the nose. I mean,
No, it is
doesn't-
all
ethanol doesn't
sweet
hit
oak.
you.
Yeah, there is some ethanol there, but it does
cherry
not. It does not sniff like it's going to be that strong.
An old rick house, like I know they probably don't have like a big rick house where they're aging their stuff, but
It definitely gives
man,
that.
it gives those vibes for sure.
And I love that smell. I love that smell.
Man, so this is double barreled, right? We were clear about that.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, I don't know what the specs on the second barrel were, other than
It went through a little abuse.
someone went after that barrel. Oh my goodness. It smells. I still haven't tasted it.
Me
yet.
neither. I'm still
It smells
working,
so
parsing
great.
through the nose on this. Goodness. So what notes are you getting on the nose? What'd you say?
Delicious.
Delicious? Sure. Like,
Those are my notes.
Rickhouse is the first thing that came to mind. You've
It
already kind of
honestly
mentioned that. But
reminds me of Russell's 13 on the nose.
Oh,
Very deep Rick
okay,
House.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you've had Russell's 13, that's quite the statement there.
Yeah. It's in that ballpark on the nose. The deep molasses, the cherry notes, the dusty notes. Oh, that's so good on the palate too. I think Kenny and Ryan are taking us to church with this bottle.
Goodness.
This
Whoa.
is delicious.
What in the world?
Yeah, that's up my alley. That's up my alley. Okay. When some of the big distilleries give their like LE releases that are really sought after and they're actually hitters, like this reminds me of what the good LE is from our big legacy distilleries taste like.
Yeah.
It's up there.
Holy cow.
This is really good. This is really, really good.
I'm glad we stuck on PClub this year. I gotta say.
It's paying off this year for sure. What are you getting out of this? Because it's just like the balance is so incredible between the sweet and the spicy and the robust notes. It's not super spicy.
No,
If you just gave me that, I'd be like, it's like 120.
That's what I was going to
Maybe.
say. Mm-hmm. Between 120, 125. Doesn't hit like a 130 plus.
I will say the mouthfeel to this is pretty thick.
It's beautiful.
It's you almost chew it almost.
It's good.
Like
It is chewy. This is a chewy
it's
bourbon.
quite chewy.
100%. This reminds me of, it doesn't have the nuttiness like an Elijah Craig, but it reminds me of a really good Elijah Craig barrel proof, and also it's got the turkey funk, like a turkey-ish kind of funk. It's giving me like a hybrid between Wild Turkey and Elijah Craig barrel proof, although I know like that's not at all what's in here, but it's giving me those kind of vibes.
Yeah.
And the sweet notes really stand up. Really nice.
For me, the thing that's kind of standing out, like it's everything you're saying. I'm getting all of that. So you've got like this sort of base of really deep, robust notes. You've got flashes of sweetness that kind of create a wave that you're riding. But then there's these little stalks of acidity that pop up. It's almost, it's nearly citrus, and it reminds me of some Elijah Craig barrel proofs that I've had in the past that had just that big, robust note, but with this refreshing, like citrus, some kind of a bright fruit acidity that pops up in the middle of it.
The specific citrus note that comes to my brain, and this is like the first time I was like, nah, that's ridiculous. Like blood orange. You know how like blood orange is like more of like a deep orangey, like that's what keeps coming to my brain. Like an oaky blood orange.
Sign me up.
Marmalade, like that's the kind of thing that this gives.
Deep spiked marmalade.
Is there blood orange marmalade? Like
I was just going to say that needs to be a thing now.
That's a tasting note on this for sure.
Yeah.
But that's incredible. Like, okay, seriously, like if this was in like a Russell's Reserve 12-year bottle, like a Wild Turkey 12-year bottle, would you be disappointed with it? No, you would not.
All.
You'd be like, this is great.
At all. This stands up with some serious competition.
Yeah.
It really does.
Oh my gosh.
And what does this run? This was like
it was $100 bucks.
It was $100 flat, yeah.
This is one of the best values of the year, I think, with what it is.
I think I have to agree. Like, holy cow.
Incredible. Well, y'all, it feels a little sacrilegious to give this a score, but let's give it a score. Let's wait for this up. The Alpha Barrel, what are you going to give it on the nose, y'all?
I'll go first. On the nose is probably one of the stronger points on this bottle for me. I'm in that 4 to 4.25.
Okay.
4.
So you said this is in the stronger point
May the Lord bless you and keep
of
you.
this for you. What makes this? What makes the nose your favorite part, or one of your favorite parts?
I think it's the 132 shines through on the palate and the finish. Some drying, some tannin, some oak there on the finish, but the nose is just beautiful. I mean, it's just everything you want out of that deep, high proof. That Wild Turkey 12.
Yeah.
What was the Wild Turkey? We basically said was probably the best of last year.
The Beacon?
The Beacon. The Beacon.
Yeah, the Beacon.
Yeah, the sweet notes on this remind me of the Beacon a little bit. Yeah, the cupcakey almond frosting kind of notes. I'm going to give it a 4 on the nose. I really love it. It's got a good amount of layers. I've had better noses, but it's pretty good.
I think I'm going to go 4 as well. I almost want to go 4.5. Like, this is one of the better representations of, like, walking into a rick house. And that is just one of my favorite smells with regards to the whiskey hobby, if you will. It's just, I adore it.
On one bottle we said walking through a rick house while eating a donut or something.
It was a Butterfinger.
Or something like that.
It was
Magnus.
It was a Magnus.
Cigar blend.
Yeah.
Okay,
Rick House Butterfinger.
So it's like walking through a rick house eating some pastry.
Yeah, we had impressed, I forget
The
her
master
name.
blend? Nancy.
Nancy Fraley commented on that.
She had commented.
Thank you again, Nancy Fraley.
Thank you, Nancy.
If you're still watching our videos, you are such a gem. We love you so much.
Nah, she
not,
saw
but-
Magnus and was like, I'll watch this one. That's
Like, that's ridiculous.
She's a lifetime subscriber to SpiritFilledUSA.
Listen, this is like eating a dark chocolate cherry in a rick house to me on the palate. With like a lot of deep, dark, rich note. 4.5 on the palate easily. It's really freaking good. This is up my alley. It has the dark, rich notes, just a little bit of spice at the end. The proof kicks up and balances it out nice. There's so much sweetness though at the beginning. There's fruit sweetness. There's like confectionery sweetness. There's like a molassesy, like dark, rich sweetness. Like, a little bit of like burnt sweet oak. It's got like so many flavors. I'm gonna shut up now.
No, you're hitting like everything in my brain, like with regards to this. I got to go 4.5 on the palate as well. It is astoundingly good to me. It's just a combination of so many flavors. Like up front, the main thing that it gives is like, this is a friggin' whiskey. This hits the deep dark notes that we love. This has the oak, this has the char, this has the leather, this has a little bit of sweet tobacco. It has a bouquet of fruits. It's almost like just a big bowl of fruit cobbler with a scoop of vanilla ice cream on the side. Like, I love this bottle.
Write a poem.
Well, I'm not going to be able to speak that eloquently.
I'm sorry.
So I'm just going to say 4.
All right, 4 is good. What about the finish?
The finish is probably where it slides a little bit for me, so I'm going to go 3.5. The 130 plus proof stands out here for me, and so there are some things that I didn't quite enjoy as much on the nose or the palate. So I'd say 3.5.
Lord, hear my prayer. I love the finish on this so much. Because the balance is perfect for me. I think it lingers nicely. And this is going to sound crazy, but I get a little bit of almost like a melon note on the finish with the oak. And that surprised the heck out of me. And that nuance and layer I've never had before. It's easily a 4.5 on the finish for me.
Wow. Wow.
I am a huge, it just hits me perfectly. Like, this is just a bourbon that was made for me. Thanks for thinking of me in mind, Kenny and Ryan, whenever you bought this. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
So a little throwback first.
Down that.
I don't know if you guys remember, I don't even know if this made a video.
Okay.
But when we did one of the Pursuit single barrels that we had,
I
can't remember
there was a sort of a, we mentioned a melon.
It was the episode, there was like a pineapple and melon.
Good memory.
This is only happening on the finish though for me. Like right at the end of the finish. It's when it sits.
I was like, my palate was sitting through that finish as you were describing it, and I could see the melon. Like I could see that. I think for me on the finish, I'm going to stick with a 4. It's really, really good. I can see some of the melon you're talking about towards the end there. The finish lingers for quite a while. I think one of my favorite parts about the finish is how it transitions for me from the palate to the finish. I get a little bit of like butterscotch, almost like butter beer if you've ever been to Universal. Kind of sliding into the finish where you've got sort of a long standing burn, but like a bit of spice, and that melon pops up a little bit as you were saying that. That's just wow.
Overall.
So overall,
For $100?
I mean, for $100.
6?
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be on the low end, but easy 4.
Yeah. I'm because of the value. I would go 4.5 on this. I wish I had 3 more. I'm gonna be sad when this one's gone.
Yeah, I honestly, on like considering the value, I almost want to put this one on a 4.5. Like just in comparing it to some of the things that we've had that taste around this good and their price point difference, it's huge.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to wax so lyrical about this because, like, almost there's so few bottles out there. Mm-hmm. You're extremely lucky if you were able to get this. I'm grateful that we were able to get it and share it. But, like, if you have one of these, don't drink it when you're tired. Because, like, it is so layered. There's so many different flavors. Your brain has to be ready. Your brain's got to be ready for this. Yeah. And your palate, like, please drink it when you're feeling ready.
I kind of want to talk a little bit more about the proof on this one too. Like, it's interesting that it's both high, but it like in parts of it doesn't taste as high as it reads, but in other parts it does, because like Ryan was experiencing a bit of, I don't know if I want to say aversion to it, but like that maybe detracted a little bit from the experience for you. Is that right?
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's true.
I mean, like, you kind of got to be a whiskey drinker, I think, to, like, even approach a lot of proofs like this. I think in general, like that goes for all of us. But I don't know. I think it does really well.
Yeah. This is bourbon drinkers bourbon. It is the highest proof thing that they've released.
Is it?
That
Okay.
132.4.
Okay. I thought it had to be at least close if it wasn't. So.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't feel like too much to me at any point. You know,
No,
sometimes even like Elijah Craig barrel proofs, when they creep up into the high 120s, 130s, they get a little hot.
Some of the blue Old Foresters as well.
Yeah.
Even stags, like the higher proof stags, like they're hot. This is not hot to me at all.
I would say for 132 or whatever this is, it's not as hot as some of the others that may be of less quality.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, certainly.
That's a beautiful bottle. Thank you. Grateful.
We look forward to whatever else comes out of that corner of your rick house or wherever you put this barrel.
Yeah. I hope that this bottle like lives as long as a tortoise. Like I want it to be around
Jonathan.
forever.
Tortoise.
Jonathan the tortoise.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink it tortoise style, very slowly.
I have some of those bottles.
All right, everybody. So there you have it. 2 fantastic Pursuit United bottles. We did a 4 on the Sakura. We did between 4.25 and 5.
Yeah, we had a 4 and 2 4.5s on that one.
Yeah,
on the Alpha barrel.
This will put hair on your bourbon chest.
Yeah. So needless
So
to
good.
say, Ken and Ryan knocked the Q1 PClub releases out the park.
They Babe Ruthed that.
Out the park and across
They
the street.
Louisville sluggered it.
That's
out
right.
of the park, right? That's
There it is.
the analogy
There
we
it
gotta
is.
use.
They're not too far
Yeah, they're literally right
They're
down
not
the
too far
street from it.
from that place.
So, thank you.
Yep. We
God
appreciate,
bless you, Kenny and Ryan.
We appreciate Ken and Ryan and Pursuit, and we appreciate you tuning in to another episode of Spirit Filled USA. And until we gather again,
We with you in spirit.
cheers.